Hi, everybody. It's Home Together Thursday. I'm just going to check our video connection. Patrick, can you come over here and check the video connection? Today, we decided to do it in the kitchen. Patrick, we're live, so could you please? Okay. Sorry. Excuse us. Patrick, okay.
I'm right here.
Okay, there comes Patrick, and I want him to just check our bars, whether we have enough internet connection.
It seems as though, I mean, can you guys see us fine? Checking to see if you guys can. Yesterday, I don't think it was our Wi-Fi, it was just Instagram was down.
Instagram, that's right. Instagram was down, and but now it's back up.
Now
Video
it's back
quality
up.
is not good, it says. Video quality is not good. Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yes, we are, but there's other people that are giving thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. A little blurry.
A little blurry. Okay.
Okay. Well, no, I don't think it's your camera.
Is it my camera?
I don't think so. Yeah, it looks pretty clean to me. But let me see. Let's do a little wipeage of the camera.
We have to be perfect for Guy.
It is.
He's big deal. Oh, that's better.
I don't know. Is that better, guys?
I think you need to get 6 feet. Oh, that's good, Patty Wynn. She says we need to be socially distanced, even though we're in the same.
Oh, I thought that was for video.
It says video blurry, but sound is good. I can see you clearly, says Carmelina. Mom, love my golden doodles. We have a doodle too, so I think. Is this all good now? Are we good?
People are saying a bit blurry,
it's a bit blurry. That just might be me and my age. Hilarious. Oh, no, mothers. Yes, but I think we're good. I think we're about as clear as we're going to be, and maybe our maybe restart, says Joanne Marie.
No, I mean, here, let me check it from my Instagram and see if how we look from there.
Anyway, happy Thursday to all of you. I hope you guys are doing okay.
Yeah, it is a little blurry.
Oh yeah, it is a little blurry.
Definitely is blurry. Way clearer on our side.
Yeah.
Maybe should we switch to this way?
It's fine, says Story Media. Oh, how about that? It's way better.
Let's see. We're going to find out.
That was really much better. Just a bit blurry. How's that? Get more in the frame. How's that? Is that better, everybody? No, it's still not good. Oh, I don't know.
All right, well, whatever. It's going to be
blurry,
a little
LOL.
blurry like everything in today's world. But
is this the camera? Where's the camera?
It's not the camera. It's just the Instagram Live is a little, I think there's just probably something to do with however many people are on there right now.
Is it still blurry?
Yeah, but it's okay. It's not bad. Go ahead, says Ava.
Ava says it's okay. Okay. Story Media says you're great. Kelly says, oh, well. It's something about your internet. I agree. I have been complaining about the internet in my house for, I don't know. Actually, my kids all complain about the internet in my house. But
if that's what you're complaining about, then it's, we got...
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, bingo.
Anyways, welcome to Home Together Thursday. We are happy to be back with you guys. We always ask in the beginning of the show if you can just tell us if you are new. Let us know if you are new, and if you are returning, welcome back. Each day this Instagram Live has grown and grown and grown, and we're seeing more and more people on here. And in the end of the day, our goal with this was to impact people's lives, to bring optimism and positivity, and to interview different people that are also bringing that out as well.
Abby Champion is
My
new.
girlfriend is new, so she hasn't watched any of our Instagram Lives. Abby, you're going to be in trouble.
She's trying to pivot in her career, so she's busy.
So thank you for finally tuning in. But yeah, we always like to try to interview people that are out there that are trying to shift their business, their philanthropic side, their personal development side, everything to help other people, especially people that are in need right now. We've talked with some amazing guests. If you haven't seen them, you can go back and watch them, from Bethany Frankel to Hoda to
Mel Robbins, Joe Kennedy. Oh my goodness.
Tom Bilyeu, Ed Milet, Rob Lowe. Anyways, today is a very special guest.
First of all, I'm Maria Shriver.
That's Maria Shriver. Obviously, they know because they're watching on your Instagram.
Okay. Who are
I'm
you?
Patrick Schwarzenegger. I am Maria's son, and
You're my co-host.
And your co-host. I'm your sous chef.
Yes.
And-
No, we're equal. We're equal.
Okay, so we're both head chefs.
Yes.
And speaking of chefs, we have the almighty chef
Good.
coming
segue. You're learning.
today. And,
Yes.
his name is Guy Fieri, and he is a legendary chef. Has multiple different television shows. I believe is a multi-Emmy winning television host, and has produces and has tons of different restaurants. A restaurant owner, and I mean, he is just an amazing guy. Someone that I've looked up to as a business person, as a personality. He is hilarious. He's original, and he's truly himself. But most importantly, he finds a way to give back.
Yes, he does. He always is giving back. And this show really was conceived with the idea to have conversations with people who are the helpers, the healers, the cultivators of hope, people who are moving humanity forward at this difficult time on behalf of all of us. And so we wanted to talk to Guy. Anybody would want to talk to Guy at any time. But today, he's opening up the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. Starting today, it's going to take applications for grants, $500 grants for anybody who's been in the restaurant business, owned a restaurant, worked in the restaurant business. So starting today, you're going to be able to apply to the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund, which he started, and he's going to come on to talk about that and how he's trying to help people in the restaurant business. He owns a couple of restaurants himself.
Owns multiple restaurants, licenses his name and products out to a bunch of different restaurants as well. But I think what he probably sees as being less of a business owner right now, but more of an employee. And on that side of the business, how much employees are being affected and people are being laid off. And
the link is in our story.
The link is in our story.
Right.
And he's doing what he can to help out other people that are in need, and we really appreciate that. I personally am an owner of some restaurants and small businesses, and I see how much it's been affecting people throughout the industry. And so
Is he there?
I don't.
I just eat at restaurants. I eat nonstop at restaurants.
Guy is not there quite yet.
He's not there?
He's not
Okay.
there quite yet. I hope
Guy.
he realized it was 5 p.m. Eastern and not 5 p.m. here. But
Yes, well, even if he'll be here whenever he's here, he'll join us. But I just want to bring attention to the fact that starting today, the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund is open, and it $500 one-time grants to whether you own a restaurant or you have worked in a restaurant. You can apply for a grant to that. It's called RERF.us. And that's going to be, once again, the link is in our story to the work that he is doing. And I should also say the work he does kind of on behalf of Best Buddies, which is an organization my brother Anthony started, which pairs up people with intellectual disabilities and kids in high school, kids in college, also employers. You're now watching it on there. You're wondering why it's fuzzy.
I was just seeing if it was.
If it's still fuzzy, I don't know if it's fuzzy, but what we're saying isn't fuzzy. What we're saying is clear.
Right. That's
Crystal clear. No, we are not. I see several people asking if we're in Hyannisport. We're not in Hyannisport. We're in Los Angeles, California, where we're under a stay-at-home order, and we've actually been adhering to that. The only thing that we've done where we go out is walk, and we went on a bike ride. Walked and went on a bike ride. And so Tank's Good News, I love Tank's Good News. They do such great work. They're one of the partners of the Sunday Paper. We have a Sunday Paper Collective, which is a group of accounts that are all trying to move humanity forward, that are all using their platforms to inspire people. The Good News Movement, Tanks, the Sunday Paper, Upworthy, so many other accounts who are using their accounts to spread good news, inspire hearts and minds like we are, move humanity forward. So if there are any accounts that you think we should know about, let us know over at the Sunday Paper account, which is trying to spread good news. Love the Sunday Paper. Thank you, Jane Ford. So that's the goal and the mission of that. Also, the mission of the Women's Alzheimer's Movement, which is a partner of the Sunday Paper. We're continuing to try to work on behalf of those with Alzheimer's. We continue to try to work on behalf of all the millions of people who are working as caregivers in the home. That is really tough work, not just during this quarantine time, but tough work every day of the year, every day of someone's life, people who are lovingly stepping up to care for loved ones with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. And I see that Brittany, Parents that End Alzheimer's, we're trying to do that over at the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. We're trying to raise money to continue research to understand why women are 2/3 of all the cases of Alzheimer's. So the Women's Alzheimer's Movement is continuing to be out there in support of caregivers, in support of those living with Alzheimer's and dementia. And the Sunday Paper is out there continuing to try to inspire hearts and minds and move humanity forward in whatever way we can. So
I think for right now, we'll just answer some. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us some questions while we're waiting for Guy. Oh, there's one that just came in. And it says, our family tries to focus on local restaurants to support them during the crisis. I can't read the rest, but who do you guys deliver from? Yes, we're also doing that. One of the big things that I've been telling people to try to do is to continue to support local businesses. I know a lot of businesses have shifted their model to doing delivery or curbside pickup. So we are trying to order in or curbside pickup.
Yeah, so Craig's is a restaurant here in Los Angeles that we frequent in normal times, so we ordered from there.
Yeah, we did there. We did the Ivy, Milo and Olive, some coffee shops.
Your sister Christina goes and picks up curbside every day from Milo and Olive because she wants to. That's her local.
That's her local
place.
Little coffee shop. So we're
Catherine.
Yes, Catherine's been doing desserts for us, and we've been ordering tons of desserts.
From Sweet Laurel.
Sweet Laurel to Sweet Rose to tons of places. But, you know, in the end of the day, the goal is to continue to help our local restaurants and small businesses. Someone just said that they do curbside pickups. So I think if you guys can continue to find ways to support and to help. I know a lot of people said that they don't want to leave their house at all or have anybody come there. Another thing that we've done is to buy gift cards, and basically that gives businesses cash now, and it allows us to buy it in maybe a month from now or 2 months from now or something, hopefully when this is all said and done, and we can still support them and buy stuff in the future. So we definitely are big believers of helping local business.
And I also just want to say that I know there are other companies, not just restaurants, that are struggling. So we had in the Sunday Paper the young woman who started Farm Girl Flowers, and she talked about how her company is pivoting and trying to still send out flowers. And so there are so many other companies that are doing things. I know, like I have a friend who has a home goods store. She's trying to do drop-offs, sell candles, bookstores, continuing to try to help get books to people in little independent bookstores. So there's a lot of small shops that can't open and still need to try to figure out how to make rent or how to do whatever it is that they do. So as Patrick said, I think, gift cards, supporting local restaurants who've been able to pivot somewhat with their,
with their
business, flower shops who've been able to pivot slightly.
What is the website for this that Guy's doing? My daughter cooked in a restaurant and was just laid off. So to repeat it.
It's in the stories, but it's the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund, RERF.us. And they're open as of today. You can donate there or apply for a grant. Guy is here, says Story Media. So Guy, where is Guy? Guy is waiting for us now.
Oh, Guy.
There's Guy. You just went by Guy.
I know. I have to go and accept it.
But you just went by Guy.
He said hi. So, Guy, if you can hear us, come in the request to go live with us, and we will accept it.
But maybe you just missed him.
No, he just said hi in the comments. So now
Okay.
he's got a request to go
Oh my
live.
God, it's so complicated. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Well, you're going so fast on the thing.
No, yes, I know how to do it. We can maybe
Okay.
search for someone here.
Search for Guy. Anyway, we've been talking about you nonstop, Guy, and about your fund and the creativity, I should say, of that fund and the necessity of that fund. Wow, Patrick moves the thing so quickly.
Because
cannot.
I'm trying to get him.
Everybody's saying Guy is here.
The
Guy
guy
is
says
here.
this is
This
Guy.
is Guy.
We know.
This is Guy. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, I first met Guy about 15 years ago. Maybe it was longer than that, before he was maybe as famous as he is now. And he had dinner with your brother and I, and he was telling what are you doing?
I'm taking it off so I can go and do it.
Oh my goodness, Guy.
Guy, if you know how to, just press.
Can somebody help Guy? I will continue. Anyway, Guy went to dinner with your brother, Christopher, and I, because Christopher is interested in the restaurant business and cooking. And Guy was explaining to Christopher that his mom is the one that taught him how to cook. And unfortunately, I am not that mom. So Christopher has taught himself how to cook off of YouTube and other things like that.
Oh boy, this
is really...
Oh, now it's like frozen, the view section.
Okay.
It's frozen. They said it's frozen. He needs to get off the live and hop back on and request.
Okay. Guy needs to get off the live, then come back on. So Guy, close IG, then reopen. Now everybody's trying to tell Guy how to do it. Guy, I don't know how to tell you how to do it. So, Patrick, you need to tell Guy.
I guess...
See, Rob Hurt says you can't request after you've been in for 30 seconds.
Okay.
So...
Guy can do it. We have faith in Guy.
Multiple problems have been reported for Instagram. And so I'm just going to keep on talking because I do that well. It's frozen. The view is frozen. So maybe if you were live on your site and your site wasn't frozen, is that possible? That we could jump over? We've never done that. Oh, Patrick, what do you cook? He cooks takeout.
Okay, maybe I should just go on and off or something.
No, don't leave us.
Okay, I'm just saying this little thing is frozen. It's not letting me view who's
requesting.
Who's requesting here now.
So maybe Guy. Oh, there he is.
I'll get there. Sorry, hold on. He says,
I would love to see Guy right now. What he's doing. I wonder if do you think gets irritated with someone who's trying to help him get on? Like I'm kind of...
I don't know. I mean, this is... I'm
this
not really
first.
sure what's going on here.
Anyway, I was telling the story about how kind Guy was with your brother. And teaching him how much he learned from his mom about cooking and how his mom encouraged him to become a chef, even though there weren't a lot of other guys becoming chefs. Okay, so I loved that. You're moving. I'm getting dizzy from the way you're moving.
I'm trying to help, but the thing is, this thing is frozen right here. The view.
The view is frozen.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So I don't know how that works.
All right, hold on, guys. We're gonna just close this and then reopen it right away.
We are?
Yeah, we're just gonna close it and reopen it. Okay?
Wait, there's Guy. Oh no.
No, we're gonna close it and reopen it, and hopefully Guy is back on and everything will work.
And we'll be on.
Be right back.
Bye.
We are back on live. Hello, everybody. We are back.
There.
Okay, there.
No,
yes,
press it,
I will.
it.
I
oh,
will.
You missed him again.
I got it.
There he is.
I got it. We are going to Flavor Town right now. Oh, come on.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh.
Hello. What's going on?
That's my son, Ryder. I had to call him off the basketball court to come help me. Thanks, Knox. Sorry about that. What a hot mess.
Oh man, it's all good. It's all worth it.
So listen. I'm the wrong guy to be on the end of the technological bit, and I'm sending messages. I don't know how to get in touch with you. Anyhow, thanks for having me, you guys, and thanks for all the great plug on what we're doing with the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. It's there's not a lot we can do right now when we're trapped in this type of situation, but there are a lot of people that don't get to have the opportunity that we're all having, and boy, the restaurant industry's been hit hard. So I appreciate all the insight and all the info, and very nice to see you. It has been such a long time. It was 15 years ago that we were having dinner down in Santa Monica. I was down there. I don't know what I was shooting, some show, or maybe it was right when I was getting ready to shoot shows. But wow,
yeah, you
great.
hadn't started doing your shows yet. You hadn't started, and I was saying you were so inspiring to Christopher, who was interested in that. But let me talk a little bit, Guy, so tell us about the relief fund. We've been talking about it. Who's eligible for it? I know it opens up today. And why did you want to do it, and how do people take advantage of it? Well,
I'll tell you, I've been in the restaurant business my whole life. That's all I've ever done, and it's all I really know. I know a little bit about the TV thing now, but you know, the restaurant business is such an interesting place. Everybody wants to be in it. Everybody loves it. You go to restaurants, you've had all your milestones in your life in restaurants, and no one would ever think, and you know, me included, that the restaurants would ever close. Vegas would ever close. But these are places that are living on the day-to-day. I mean, they're living the cash, the cash reserves are a week or two. Not all of them, but on the average. And a lot of the employees are working, paycheck to paycheck. And you've got a lot of people that are working multiple restaurant jobs to take care of their family or go to school or whatever it may be. So there's a lot of people that don't have the cash reserves to make it. And now we have tens of thousands of restaurants that are closed and 3 million plus employees that are without jobs. And the idea was, how can we help? Of course, I'd love to see people do more takeout and do more delivery of restaurants. And eventually we're going to turn this corner and get back to eating out. But in the meantime, we have a lot of people that need some love, need some support. And you can make a donation to rerf.us, which is the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. And we've raised, wait for it, as of last night, Coca-Cola helped push us over the $10 million mark. So we raised $10 million in less than a week. And my goal is 100 million. Everybody tells me those are little lofty goals, but listen, you got to have dreams. But we raised a lot of money, and this morning is when we opened up on the website to give the $500 grants to the employees. And we had a fantastic problem of crashing the website because there was so much business. But the great thing is we had a lot of people going onto the website to make donations, a lot of people registering to get that grant. And you know what? It's not going to save every situation, but it is definitely going to make an impact and make people feel better. And we're doing something. We're moving the needle in the positive direction.
So just to go, well, first off, Guy, thank you so much for coming on with us. We really appreciate it. We're big fans of you.
This is my first time, by the way, just so you know. I've never done this. I've done a lot. I've learned Zoom. I've learned WebEx, FaceTime. Of course, we've all done. But this is my first Instagram Live, so.
Okay, well, you're doing great so far. Some people are saying if you don't move around because it'll help with the Wi-Fi. So some people missed out on what you said, so I'm going to it's okay. I'll recap.
You ask a guy like me to stand still. This is about as still as I can make it.
So you mentioned the rerf.us is the website for everybody that was wondering what Guy just had talked about. And he has already raised over $10 million just in the first, it launched today, right?
Well, it launched today. We started it last week. The planning, it's been 1 week exactly from actually it's been 10 days. We started planning it last week, really got to the nuts and bolts on it about Thursday of last week, got the name together, got the website together. We have great partners. I mean, my partners in this are the big National Restaurant Association Educational Foundation. They're the ones we went to. First, we went to the California Restaurant Association with Jacques Condi. And John said, absolutely, we can do this. And then we all started talking and said, we need to go to a national level on this. So Pepsi jumped right on. Uber Eats jumped right on. Cargill jumped right on. We've just had so many fantastic people get involved with this. And it's not just the money today. It's the awareness, but it's also remembering and recognizing that when these restaurants get back up and running, you know, these are all the people that helped carry them through these dark times. So
Right.
it's been, it's been awesome. I mean, awesome when it's not awesome,
Right.
but the best it can be.
No, it's been amazing to watch you do that. I think that we've always wanted to try to talk with people each and every day that are using their platform, using their expertise in their field, whether that's with your restaurants and business and everything, to help other people and to give back. Another thing we'd really like to talk to people about is how they're shifting. We know that you do own multiple restaurants. You have licensing agreements with a lot of it through this time right now.
I lost you partway through that, probably because you guys were moving around and which it kills the Wi-Fi.
I mentioned we know you have multiple restaurants and you have licensing agreements and everything. You have television shows. How are you shifting your model right now? How are you navigating through this kind of weird economic time with your restaurants? Are you guys trying to do more delivery, more takeout? Are you just, what is it you're doing?
See, I put the phone on something. I don't have to hold it. See, I'm really learning about all this stuff. Writers over here telling me, put the phone somewhere. You know, the first thing that's most important is just being cool about it and staying calm and trying to offer support and love and recognition and, you know, communication. Communication's a big thing. So all of that, that's the ground, that's the base model. After that, I'm just trying to remind everybody, it's going to get better. You know, we're in the toughest time right now, and, you know, we've got a few more weeks and it's really going to continue to, you know, be difficult, but we're going to get through this. And we are one of the strongest countries, or the strongest country in the world, and have phenomenal infrastructure and a wonderful ability to communicate. And, you know, so many things that other times and cultures didn't have. So for me, that's where I'm trying to always put my mind and stay in the positive. On the other side of it with the business, you know, I'm in a good position where I can shoulder a bunch of this. That's why the interest was to take care of the team members, and particularly the team members that are hourly. And I think that a lot of the messages that we're sending out by the donations being made, and by $10 million being in the coffers right now, and by people having a place that they can go to request money and request assistance. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not a good one to sit back and just take it. I have to go and do something about it. And we're doing a lot of it. We're up at our ranch here in Northern California. We have 500 acres, and we don't get a chance to be up here this time of year. So both of my kids are sharing the jobs of gathering brush and herding goats. We have a lot of goats. We do organic farming. So we have 400. I'll show you a great picture of goats. We have 400 goats, and they just had the kids. So we're moving goats, and it's a gigantic hot mess, but in a good way.
I just want to say, Guy, a lot of people are saying that they've gone on the website and that it not only that it crashed, but they're having trouble getting anybody to access them. I guess that's because they've had so many people go on. What's your advice to people who are saying?
Well, I mean, we went to the best. It's funny. Someone just wrote, "Trump is on." I know. I am a positive energy guy, and I'm a very big fan of our country, and I love to see that we're not in this. That for a little while we've taken a break of everybody going at each other, and but you know, I'll tell you what it is. We had 4 million hits last night. Wow. Getting ready for this morning, 4 million. So I got to be honest with you. I knew we were moving the needle. I didn't know it was going to turn into that. So even the National Restaurant Association, who are a sharp group of people who've been doing an outstanding job in this partnership, I think they were a little surprised. It's supposed to be up and better and getting cleared out and things are being taken care of, but I don't think that you saw how technically advanced I am not. And they're definitely not calling me for advice on how we should handle the NRA website crash. So it's I think it'll get turned out. And here's what I want to tell you. My dad and I were having a talk about it this morning about the money. And he says, you know, keep pushing, and, you know, 10 million's great. But I said, don't worry, I'm not backing off. But I want to remind everybody, of course, if we do the numbers 3 million and we do the numbers $10 million, no, that doesn't mean $500 for everybody. But what it does mean is that we're making a movement and we're getting towards it, and we'll continue to raise money, and we'll continue to get money out to people that need it. And I mean, the goal is, of course, to make sure everybody gets their check. But right now, it's going to be as much as we can raise and as fast as we can get it out.
Yeah, I think that that's the goal. So I just want to repeat it. It's RERF.us. They know that
Exactly.
they know they had trouble. They know it crashed. They're working on their end to get it back up to service you. So they're aware of the problems and they're getting it up to work as quickly as they possibly can. Guy was saying, some people said Guy doesn't have good internet connection. That's because he's up in Northern California with the goats. So
I am as far away from internet connection. We have to get our internet from a satellite, and it doesn't give a lot of support. Trust me, it's fine. Ryder, our youngest, who's in 8th grade, he has to do his homework, and I've always hear him complaining about the internet. He doesn't complain much when he can't get it because he can't. Well, just can't do my homework, I guess.
Oh yeah, I know that they always complain. He always complains about the internet too. Yeah, but all of a sudden when they don't want the internet, then which is rare. So Guy, I want to just say, I think people are like, how do you keep your upbeat attitude during this time when you know so many people are struggling, when people who work for you are struggling, when you see this demand for help, when you see the unemployment figures that came out? How do you keep your own optimism up?
Well, I mean, again, there's two choices. Which end of the deal you want to be on? You want to be the pessimist or the optimist? And I don't know any pessimism that's in this situation, that's going to benefit. And optimism is we've had a chance to see this coming, and we've got some position on it of handling it versus it being so widespread, so quick that we didn't get to see it even coming. We have a great infrastructure, probably better than most countries, with the ability to work through the situation. We have great ability to communicate. We have a lot of people that really care. We've got a lot of folks that are fighting really hard for this. So I think if you have to take this, is the glass half empty or the glass half full? I got to take the glass as half full. But by all means, do I think we're out of it? No. Do I think it's going to get more difficult? Yes. Do I think that I'm being, that I'm not aware of it? No, I'm completely aware of it. But I think that when you're looking at people and you got to go fight through a battle, what do you want to hear? Well, hopefully we make it. No, we're going to make it. We're going to do it. We're going to go. We're going to make this work, and hopefully we learn from it. That's the one thing I've been trying to tell my sons is this is not the last we're going to see of something of this magnitude in our lifetime. And so let's just become more resilient as a family, as a community, as a country to deal with these types of things. And I think that everybody's digging deep right now. Someone said, about money, about, $10. To somebody who doesn't have $10, that $10 makes a big difference. I think everybody getting involved right now is making about these Zoom or these Instagram chats, all this positive energy, all this connection, just reaching out to people that may be having a hard time. That's huge.
Right.
I don't know. I just have to take a positive approach versus a negative. And that just seemed to work for me.
No, that's completely true. And I think that everybody that we've talked with on these daily Instagram lives have all had that same kind of mentality to have the optimism, because there's always two ways to look at everything. That stuff happens to you or it happens for you. And how can you make the best out of every single kind of situation is the best way to think. You talk about spending so much time right now with your sons. You're getting to be on your ranch. You're herding cattle. You're doing all these things. What's life for you right now? I mean, it sounds like you're out in the abyss somewhere. So what's going on in your world?
Well, I was just sitting at the table having my lunch and answering some business questions, and my wife said, "Aren't you supposed to be out there working?" I said, "I am working. I'm on the, But no, we got a lot that the fire season up here in Northern California is devastating, as we all know, and what we've dealt with the last few years. And so we're trying to take a real proactive approach while we're here and we have the time, trying to gather brush. Just the brush on the ground becomes a big problem when a fire hits, because that's what really, that's what burns and catches so quickly. So doing that, having a very interesting time. We're not here typically this time of year. So with Ryder and dealing with the baby goats right now, there's some goats that don't get the attention from the mother. And so feeding the goats and watching that interaction. But it's awesome. These are the times that, when do you get to spend it? When was the last time you did a puzzle? When was the last time you did a 1,000-piece puzzle? Oh, they roped me into that. Oh, I got such a headache trying to figure out where the part went. And then to hear that people have a puzzle that's all clear piece puzzle. Yeah. And my writer's like, let's get that one. I'm like, you can count me out of that. But we've caught up on a lot of shows that we love. we just had the big finale of our show, Tournament of Champions, that we did, which was awesome. Congratulations to Chef Brooke Williamson for winning it. Hope I didn't spoil that for anybody that's waiting to watch. But no, a lot of great meetings, a lot of great powwows. We were just with our team from Discovery. Discovery does a big town hall meeting, and so we just were on with 10,000 of the team members talking about all the efforts that are being made around the world with Discovery, and all the efforts to keep communication and keep good television coming out. So listen, without question, I'm not bored, and I have a book that I want to read, but I haven't touched it yet.
Let me ask you guys, several people are asking, is today the only day to apply for grants?
No.
How long will this stay open?
No, and you know what, Maria, I'm so excited that people are asking questions about it, or people tuned into it. And I asked a bunch of my buddies that are chefs, that are employers, for some of their team members that may not have that are not as technically advanced as I am. Please send messages to them and let them know about the website. It's going to be ongoing. And matter of fact, Discovery just said in our town hall meeting that they're going to be doing a money match with all of their team members from Discovery for the next 60 days. So we're going to be pushing and trying to continue to raise money this entire time. So like I said to folks, you go, you sign up, you do this, and if by chance you don't get your check, please hold tight. As fast as we get the money in, we're going to be pushing the money out. And hopefully we'll continue to beat this drum and encourage folks to make this very needed donation. I'll remind you one other thing is that 100% of the donations go to the employees. 100%. There will be no administration fees, no off-the-top fees, nothing. Every single dollar that comes in goes out, because as we all know, and we've dealt with enough donations ourselves, is that sometimes there's fees to run the charity, which is very natural and very necessary, because no one can't do it all for free. But in this situation, the National Restaurant Association has the infrastructure to help take the money in and get the money out. But so 100% of the donations will go directly to the employees. It was a big deal.
Speaking of the kind of, that first off, that is amazing. And it's, I'm sure, so appreciative of, all the different employees out there. I'm seeing so many comments of people that are thanking you, Guy, for all of this. What's another way for people that maybe aren't in a financial situation right now to give? I know you were saying $10 matter, $5 matter, anything matters, but a lot of people have been wondering how else they can help. They know with this whole coronavirus, staying at home is being of great help, but specifically to restaurant employees and restaurant owners, small business owners, what are some other suggestions that you have? We talked about doing curbside pickups or delivery. Is there anything else you could recommend for people to support their local businesses?
Well, most of these restaurants have their own Facebook and website, and they have all these different ways that you can contact them on social media. And you know what? Send them a message. Tell them how much you miss them. Tell them how much you're going to come back to their restaurant when they open. Some of these folks are going to be holding on with a shoestring. Some are not going to have the chance to come back. There's going to be all types of individual fundraising efforts. But I think just in the positive sense of things, send them a message. And if you can, share their message on your social media about this restaurant. Maybe you can't make a donation, and maybe you can't afford the curbside pickup, but you probably know, just as I do on Triple D, you probably know these places that we need to check out. Right. And I think that if we can recommend to people, hey, just so you know, this pizza shop is open. Granted, everybody's closed for indoor business, but they're open for pickup or curbside or delivery. I think that we can do a lot of our internal marketing as a community and as a family, and remind people of who's doing what business and when they're available. And I'm a chef. I cook all the time. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. I know that if my kids can find a pizza place that's within a half an hour of us that's serving pizza that we can pick up, we're going to be going there, because, after a while, they want something different. I mean, that's the way it works. And in a lot of cities, there's probably more places available than you know.
Right. And I think that's such a great point. We talked about this yesterday of how simple a text message or a call or a direct message, anything goes to people that are in struggling situations right now, restaurateurs, owners, business people, employees. Please go out and mess types of people, and they'll greatly appreciate it. Guy, we appreciate your time so much right now. We're going to continue to spread the message of helping out small businesses and employees. Again, for everybody out there, it's RERF us. We will post it in our stories. We will both be making a donation to help out, and we can't wait to find other ways to help you spread this message. And
I just want to thank Guy for all he does for so many organizations. This is not the first step up to the rodeo for Guy Fieri. He has helped so many organizations, helped me a lot when I was First Lady of California.
Remember when we did our garden?
I know, I remember that. And that's before you were like the big famous person that you are today. So you were doing this before you were big and famous, which I think is always a really important thing to do. This is just who you are. It's in your character. You help Best Buddies so much, and you're a really great guy. And I just wanted to say that, and have given recipes over to the Sunday paper, and just been a terrific guy. So to see what you're doing, to see the site crash, but to know that it's going to get back up. It's going to be there for so many people. You've got a lot of money in there. And even if you can't give like what Coca-Cola or whatever is doing, we can all do $10. So thank you guys so much. Go back. Thank your son for getting you on. We're so glad we were your first Instagram Live.
Well, listen, you two are doing a great job, and it's wonderful that you're taking your time. And we're going to make lemonade out of lemons, and it is difficult not to make it a light situation. There's so many people going through it in such devastating ways, but there's just a lot of good energy in this conversation, and a lot of people sharing that with us on Instagram Live. And once we get through this and we move on to another chapter, let's get back together and have a talk about Best Buddies, my most favorite charity event and charity group to work with, and an amazing people. So, and we share a lot in that together. So the next time I see you, we'll be talking about a whole nother group of people that we can get involved with and help.
And maybe you can teach me how to cook one day.
That is a given, sister. Anytime.
Oh,
anytime.
Me too. I'll definitely be there for that one.
Maybe that's a whole show. Teaching people who don't know how to cook how to cook.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Guy. God bless you. Keep up the good work. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
I really wish he showed up on the Instagram Live in his famous red car, but
it was so great that we were his very first Instagram Live. I thought it was so cute that he had to go and get his kid. Wait, there's a question from your brother. Yes. Any good meals to cook for all the new stay-at-home cooks?
That's good. We didn't get to any really of the questions. Guy was in a little bit of a time crunch, and we got started a little late, which is all good, but I'm sure he had to get right back to manning the grill.
He was actually in a place crunch because the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he did not have great Wi-Fi.
He didn't have great Wi-Fi, but he made the effort, and I think it's super exciting to find out that site crashed. I mean, not that it's inspiring that the site crashed, but inspiring that the site is there, that there's so much money in there, they're going to get it up, and that they're going to be able to help so many people.
Yes.
Which I think is so great. So that's RERF.us. Somebody said, come on, Maria, we know you can cook. I know that's Lisa Gibbs. No, I can't. Well, actually, I can.
Scrambled eggs
I can a little bit. I can do more than that. Really? I can make a melted cheese wheel thing. I can do that.
A melted cheese thing, guys.
Yeah. I buy the cheese in the market, and then I put kind of those croissant things you can buy, Pillsbury croissant things. I wrap it up, and then it all melts.
Oh, someone just said, finally, it's not blurry anymore. So that's great.
Oh, well, then why was it blurry? I don't know.
I don't know.
So, but anyway, it was, I love him. And there's Philip Cook.
No Philip Cook?
I don't know him, no. But he says he's a cook. So.
No, it's probably his last name is Cook.
Well, maybe he's also a cook.
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we did this the other day.
Yeah, we're not sure how it goes, but what we did was we requested someone random. Do you want to do?
Meaning we didn't know them. We don't know them, and that makes me very nervous. So we just
all right. So what we're gonna do right now is click someone to go live with. So if you guys want to go live, enter in, and we will choose you right now to go live.
Here Amy Fish says, I've been trying that website since midnight. So Amy, he says that he knows that it's had problems. He knows that it crashed, but that they're trying to add some. They're trying to get it back up. They were surprised by the amount of people that asked for help and that came on. So they're going to get it up, and they're getting it back online.
A risk.
And
to
so
see if this is.
wait, Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I always watch you on Kathy Lee Holden.
Jenna.
Yeah, I always love you.
Thank you. That's so sweet
Well,
of
we've
you.
been doing the last few days now, having someone come on and join on our Instagram Live, and we just.
I'm actually from Connecticut.
You're from Connecticut. Well, thank you so much for watching and tuning in.
What's your name?
Yeah, Phil. Yeah.
Do you cook, Phil?
Yes, I do, actually. I do, I'm half Polish, so I make homemade pierogies, and it's always been a tradition with our family. And we do, every Christmas, we get together, and we have, pizza, we have wine, and we just get together and do that kind of stuff. So and, my nephews help, and I have 3 of them, and it's just fun. So I love doing pierogies, so that's we make homemade pierogies we do potato, cheese, and sauerkraut, so it's always fun.
That's great. Well, thank you for joining us. This is the new Hoda and Jenna. He's
Patrick and Maria.
So we're your new daily talk show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Phil.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, and I hope you hang in there. I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, I am. I felt good because I work in a grocery store. So I work for Stop and Shop.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. A guy forgot his wallet, and I paid for his groceries.
Oh, wow. Phil, let's put everybody put a emoji of clapping hands for Phil.
For Phil. That's so nice of you, and I'm sure that person appreciated it. But more importantly, I think.
Yeah, he goes, let me call my wife and tell her that someone else paid for my groceries. So I felt really good.
You did. That's great. And we've been saying that to everybody, that one of the things you can do if you're feeling hopeless is to be helpful and to reach out and to help people.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that. And hopefully other people can do some nice act to someone else today. And Phil, we thank you so much for coming on here. We hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye, Phil.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
That's so sweet. Oh my
That
goodness.
was great.
I love that. Wow.
We're 2 for 2 on picking good people.
Yeah, we are. We just picked completely people we don't know. And what's so great is that the people in this community are so kind. They're so loving. They're so, they're really moving humanity forward in every way with the comments that they leave, with the acts that they do. Actually, on the Sunday paper, we're going to start a once a day challenge for people to think of things that they can do once a day that bring joy to another person's life. And because everybody in that community always is trying to move humanity forward. So we're going to do that. And after we go and make our contribution to the crashed website.
We're going to go do that whenever it's back. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about the internet. I don't know if that was Guy out in the jungle roaming around, or if it's because
Craig Duncan?
It might be Craig, or I think it's just because so many people are on Instagram Live this week, last week. And I mean, yesterday, all of Instagram crashed. And I think that the internet has been shoddy for everybody. So thanks for bearing with us on that. And hopefully we're going to post it, so it was clear on our end. So hopefully when you guys get to watch it, if you didn't, on our story, it's more clear. So God bless all of you.